A Mexican Navy plane is on a life-saving mission, but it crashed in the US territory. Well, what was supposed to be a mission of hope turned into a heartbreaking tragedy on the coast of Galveston, Texas. You're watching Times XP. I am Dhruti Yatri, and let's delve into the story. Well, this was not any routine flight. It was a Mexican Navy medical plane carrying a child patient in urgent need of care along with Navy officers and civilians. 8 people were on board, 4 Mexican Navy officers, 4 civilians, including the child and medical helpers. They were just flying from Merida in Mexico towards the international airport in Galveston with a mission to save lives. Let me give you the details of this horrific crash here. It was late afternoon when disaster struck. The plane was on its final approach to the land near the Galveston Causeway. All of a sudden, it crashed into the waters of Galveston Bay. Thick black smoke, it reduced visibility, making the landing extremely dangerous. Can you imagine the scene here? Debris scattered, smoke rising, rescue teams rushing, and the water swallowing the entire plane. Also, the human cost, it is heartbreaking. At least 5 people are dead. Among them, there is a 2-year-old child, part of the very group that needed urgent medical care. 2 people, though, survived the crash and they were rescued from the water, but one person is still missing. In fact, local first responders, the US Coast Guards, and the Galveston County Sheriff's Office, they worked simultaneously to pull all the people from the wreckage. Well, witnesses describe this chaos and heartbreak, with brave individuals risking their life to save others. But what caused this tragedy? That is the big question. Well, the cause of the crash, it is not known yet. Authorities are still investigating. Was it the fog or the weather condition? Was there a medical failure, mechanical failure, or did something go wrong in the final critical moment of landing? Well, both the US and Mexican officials are working together to find the answer. But here's a wider impact. This accident has touched hearts across 2 countries today. A Mexican Navy plane carrying 6 children and brave officers crushing on the US soil. It raises serious question about safety in cross-border medical mission and the risk taken by those who are just trying to save lives. The world is asking, what happens next? Well, as far as we know, then search continues for the missing person. Investigators are examining the wreckage to determine the exact cause here. Families are waiting for confirmation of the identities and more information. Till then, stay tuned with us. We'll bring every single updates from survivor stories to the latest investigation finding as this story develops. This is a tragedy that demands attention, so stay tuned.